they will just get the recording. Yeah,
Okay,
so they know that sometimes people get held up. It's fine. Yeah, how are you? Do you manage to receive the video for the welcome video and the first and second day video?
yes. So I'm ready to start watching the video number 3, which I received this morning. I haven't done it yet because I was quite busy. So yeah, on that email that I sent you, I did forget that I was already doing the water, but the water is not a big deal because I've been doing that habitually for a long time. So I do drink, not just plain water though. That's the thing. Between water, coffee, and tea, easy 8 to 10 cups of water.
Okay.
So today, what I did is I just concentrated a little bit more on increasing my water intake, just a bit more. But overall, it's steady. So it's not an add-on. It's not a change for me. That's just habit. So it's fine.
That's good. Minus if you do not include your coffee and tea, how much water intake are you taking?
Roughly about 2 to 2.5 liters. You're breaking up.
Can you hear me? No, I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I was just saying, if you do not include your coffee and tea, if you put your coffee and tea aside, how much plain water are you taking?
Plain water, I'll say 600 a liter, roughly about 2 liters plus of water.
That's good. That's good. Can I just check with you, when you take your water, do you drink all 600 mils in one go, or do you sip them now and spread it out throughout the day?
In the morning, I usually get 2 glasses, and each one is roughly about 400 to 500 mil. And I tend to sip the first glass, not the second one, but I don't gulp it either. So I try to follow the very Chinese methodology of sipping it, and not cold water like most Angmos, right? So room temperature water, and I try to not sip it too slow, but not gulp it. No, I don't want to do that. And I do that with my breakfast usually every day. And when I get to the office, I have alkaline water. So I drink at least 3-4 cups, glasses of water through the day in the office. And then once I get home, I drink more water. So I'm quite all right. I'm more interested listening to what's his name, Eric, on the psychology of the nutrition. I think you and I never had a lot of time to talk about the big nutritional attributes and skills here in Singapore and of oneself. But my wife and I were pretty healthy when it comes to food. We try to buy as much organic food as we can. We don't intake a lot of fat unless it's unsaturated fat from avocados and coconut oil and things like that. Organic, of course. But we do what we can. You know, organic food is very, very expensive, especially here in Singapore. Sometimes we work late hours, so it's a bit difficult to get good, healthy food in the evening time. So we tend to eat salads every single day. Every day, spinach and the lettuce and tomato and you name it. We don't do a lot of crazy oils. We don't really eat fried food. But today, for instance, I had like 10 minutes to eat. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I went straight to McDonald's because I didn't have a lot of time. And by the time I ate lunch, mind you, it was 3:15. So if I didn't eat in those 10 minutes, I was just not gonna eat at all. And I knew that. So I had to run downstairs and I'm like, okay, what's the fastest thing? McDonald's. And I ate McDonald's. And that was that. I'm right back upstairs. So we do what we can.
That's good. That's good. Just it's all right that you're having a McDonald's every now and then, occasionally. Sometimes it happens. Even for McDonald's, we do find ways. We find ways to choose to get around whatever junk throws us and try to make the best out of it. What is most important for you this week is really to. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely not going to choose this spot the next time we're on a call. I think the planes are a little bit too noisy.
I can't hear the planes. I can hear
You can't
you.
hear the plane?
Nope.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was afraid you can hear the plane going by.
No, I can't.
Okay, that's good. So I was saying what's most important this week is for you to pay attention to what happens that leads up to whatever food you're eating. Like for example, it's good that you notice that the reason why you're taking McDonald's this time around was simply because of convenience. You needed to get something fast, quick and dirty. So you went for the most instinctive, the most easy way out, McDonald's, because that's what is being told to us. You want something quick and dirty, McDonald's is just there to save the day. Yeah, so just note that down, because these are all the sales tactics that your food devil is using to tell you, Eric, you need something fast, you need something efficient, you don't have time.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so and when you start to pick up all these sales tactics, you'll be in a better position to counter it the next time around it comes about, which we will show you along the way. So for now, you're just like you're just gathering information, being an observer, watching the dialogue between your angel and the devil, the different kind of sales tactics that it's throwing at you to try and convince you that two different salesmen trying to get you to buy the product, trying to give you a sales pitch.
Sure.
And
I think that I think I'm trying to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of myself and of this protocol, in the sense that I know for a fact that a lot of times I'm eating because of anxiety. A lot of times I'll give you for instance, okay, just for an example, breakfast. I can eat, let's see, I can eat one slice of pumpernickel bread, which has got a lot of fiber, a lot of minerals, right? Very good. I can eat 2 organic eggs with avocado, coconut oil, a glass of water or 2 glasses of water, and maybe berries, maybe a banana, that's a good breakfast, right? You get your protein, you get your fiber, you get your oils, so good to go. No orange juice, too sweet, and that's pretty much it. So I know for a fact that by 10 o'clock, mind you, I eat breakfast at 7:15. I know for a fact that by 10:30, I'm gonna be hungry, right? So how do I curtail that? Usually by 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'm getting a cup of coffee. It's got milk, and that kind of lingers around until noontime. But between the coffee, 10 o'clock and noon, if I see nuts, cashews, I got a bad box of cashews from Vietnam. Forget it. And cashews have a lot of oil. And I know my mind tells me, hey man, don't eat too much of those. Eat no more than 5. Forget it. I can put a handful and put it in my mouth, and I'm just chewing away while I'm typing my emails and doing my work. So if I don't have it, then I won't eat it. If I have it, I'll eat it. Nevertheless, if I don't have it, I'll be typing my email completely focused. People are knocking on my door. I will be attending to them, and then my brain's telling me I'm hungry. So I figure that's a lot of that has to do with anxiety. That's the only thing that I could think of. So I would like to think that I want to stop that. That's my objective. I just want to stop it. And of course, I need to find the time to work out somehow, but that's very, very difficult.
Don't worry, it'll come. You will find the energy and the time in times. What's going to happen now is it's good that you're noticing all this pattern, because when you take down all these patterns, then when it's written on a piece of paper or on then it becomes very clear for you, very easy for you to identify that along the way. Yeah, but for now, don't change anything. Your breakfast routine, you have been having it way before you start the program, right?
for years.
All right, then just keep it that way. If you have been having it for years, keep it that way. But is there any particular food that you wish you can take, even though a part of you say it's probably not a good idea? Food or drinks that, given a choice, if somebody gives you the permission to say you can have it for all as much as you want, then you will really go for it.
So thinking like a kid, you mean? If somebody were to give me the permission to eat it as much as I want it, chocolate chip cookies from Subway.
All right.
Yep. Or
And have you been eating
dark
that?
chocolate. Dark chocolate. You give me dark chocolate, I will never say no.
Then you should go get them this week.
I got a sweet tooth. I got a sweet tooth. I really do.
Then you should go get them this week.
Yeah, yeah, cheesecake, things like that. Forget it. Yeah, I got a sweet tooth.
Well, we'll fix that. What I want you to do this week, go get your Subway chocolate chip cookie, go get your chocolates and your cheesecake, have it, finish it,
Okay.
enjoy it.
Okay.
But when you're eating it, think about what are the memories, the emotions that comes along when you decide that I'm going to get it. Instantly, even before you make the purchase, the fact that you made the decision, you realize that the endorphins has already kicked in and you're starting to feel good about it. You're already starting to smile. So take note of all these changes.
Right.
And then up to the point when you take your first bite, how does it make you feel? Heavenly. When you're done with your cookies, you're done with your cheesecake, how does it make you feel? A couple of hours later, how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel at night before you sleep? How does it make you feel in the morning when you wake up? Do you feel heavy? Do you feel light? Do you feel how does it affect your bowel movement? Stuff like that. Pay attention to the little bit of details and write it down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and even if you at some point, because we have a lot of clients, by the third day they say, enough, I don't want to eat it anymore, it doesn't feel good anymore. Please continue. Do not stop until we ask you to.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, even when you're sick of the cookies, shove it down.
I don't think I'll be sick of the cookies, especially if they're from Subway. I won't be sick of the cookies. Yeah.
Good. Have it then. Have as many as you need.
Okay. Not a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Go for the cheesecake too.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, continue to eat healthy if you have always been doing that, by all means. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get you to you notice that at the moment if you're not eating the cookie it's because of willpower.
Right. Let me ask you, have you ever heard of oh God, I can't believe I forgot the name of it. There's a very famous application online. It was developed by Under Armour, the company, the sports company. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, so it's a very, very accurate application where you put everything you eat, and it has a barcode scanner. So just in case you don't want to type in, you kind of like scan the barcode on the product, and it gives you the protein intake depending on the servings and all that. It's extremely accurate, and I use that for a number of, I don't know, maybe like 2 months or so. And what I've noticed is I'm very diligent when it comes to things like that. So I was putting even a candy, I was putting candy, typing it in. So what I discovered is that I think I was a little bit, not too much, I was a little bit over my target, which it was 1,500 calories a day. So if you read the literature out there and it says if you're an adult, if you're a male adult, how many calories a day should you have? And roughly depending on your height, it could be anywhere between 1,800 to 2,200 calories. So I figured based on that benchmark, I figured that if I did 1,500 calories, that it wouldn't be a huge trauma for my body, and I could meet that objective, and I did. But I also noticed that I was eating less. I had to eat less to meet that objective. Otherwise, I would go over the 1,500 calories, right?
Yes.
And I ended up losing volume and losing weight. But
You know,
it wasn't really the change of lifestyle that I would have wanted, because you're still curtailing a lot of other foods that I wanted to eat. But I was telling myself, okay, if I eat that, then I'm gonna go over my calories for today. And sometimes I will go over, and that's okay. And then the next day I would just eat a little less and kind of overcompensate. So the idea would be to do an average of 1,500 calories every day, and then at the end of the week I would just add it up, and that kind of worked fine. But again, you still have those cravings. So that's what I'm really seeking for, to get rid of those cravings, to look at the chocolate chip cookie. Like in the video, this guy Eric, he said exactly what I was thinking. He said, I am a sucker for chocolate chip cookies. I will never say no to them, and that's how I am for those. So I want to be able to go somewhere and look at them for free and say, no, I don't want it. That's my target. That's what I want.
you will get it. In fact, if you notice, when you were counting calories, how does it feel? Does it feel very stressful that, oh no, I'm going to mix up my quota. I can't have it. I can't have this food anymore. I have to wait till tomorrow and all. And you notice that you're putting a lot of time and effort, putting every bit of scanning every barcode before you eat something, and then keying in the calories, searching online how much is the calorie of a Subway cookie and all. And
Yes.
most importantly is you are giving your body a lot of stress, counting the calories, which Eric will have shared with you that the calories that they give us is theoretically it makes sense. Realistically, it's flawed, because when we are breathing, we're burning calories.
Yep.
Even when we're sleeping, we're burning calories. Our body is processing calories every minute. So
Right.
It's not realistic to say that we have to match this amount of calories. So that's the reason why for this program, we are not going to ask you to count your calories. You don't have to count your calories, and you must never allow yourself to go hungry.
I must never allow myself to
Go hungry.
go hungry.
Yeah, so no fasting. Not for this week.
Okay.
So make sure that you're always full.
Okay.
All right.
So that means that I need to continue eating these cashews every so often and these snacks here and there.
For the time being, for this week, you will not cut off. Yeah, you will not cut anything. You will not remove anything until we tell you to. For now, when you're chomping on the cashew, pay attention to what were you doing at the point when you're chomping on the cashew. Is it because you're busy at work and it's the only one that is readily available for you? Is it because it's your habit that you have been eating that since young, like your Subway cookie? What is it that caused you to go for a cashew and not something else?
Because it's right behind me.
Right. Because of?
It's right behind me. There's a box right behind me in my office. So that's what I'm saying. It's easy access.
So it's because it's easy access. So note that down. Okay, I'm eating that because it's easy access. And I'm not taking, what is the reason why you're not taking something else? Is it because it's not available or because it doesn't appeal to your taste bud?
It's not available, and it would mean that I would physically need to get out of my office, leave the building, and go somewhere else to get whatever. And I just don't have that kind of leisure.
Okay. I'm not asking you to change anything now, because this week you are not supposed to. You are supposed to continue with your cashew and your McDonald's. Okay. But I'm just going to put the idea to your head for you to think about. How often do you do your grocery shopping?
How often do I, oh God, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 times a week.
Okay. Is it possible that you get maybe some almonds or get some vegetable snacks, some salad, pre-packed salad, and bring it to work? as a snack. Would that be possible?
Of course it's possible. Just keep in mind that every night, every single night, 100%, we eat salad. So
So you probably would not want to have salad for lunch or snack.
I feel that I have done it many times.
No,
Okay,
it's fine.
so
It's totally fine. I totally agree with you. Sometimes we want, in fact, our body naturally wants variety. It's part of our survival instinct. So it's totally understandable, totally fine that because you had salad for dinner, you will not want to have salad for lunch. You probably want something warm. I'm just throwing out possibilities for discussion, just for you to ponder about. For example, in Singapore context, you have Uber Eat, Deliveroo, and all. Is it possible
right.
for them to bring something over to you?
They, they,
Or
they could, but it could become quite expensive depending on what, you know what I mean?
okay,
If you, have you ever
yeah,
bought anything from Deliveroo? If you want a nice size meal for lunch or dinner, you could spend anywhere between, I don't know, $13 to $25, depending on what you're getting.
that's true.
So
In
yeah, so
Singapore, to eat healthy, eat healthy is really not very affordable and not very sustainable. To
you
be
know
able to
what,
eat healthy, most of the time you have to cook.
you know what I found? It was my best choice. We used to be located right in front of Derby God, right?
Uh-huh.
So right in front of Plaza Sing. So I will walk maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I will walk maybe twice a week. I'll walk into Plaza Sing, and downstairs there's this huge cold storage, and they have this really huge salad bar in there. And I will get a whole thing of spinach with eggs, ham. They will put sun-dried tomatoes. They will put chickpeas. They will put some other things here and there, and I would end up paying like $7 or $8, and it was big. And I need to have that protein. If I don't have that protein, as big as that spinach salad could be, in an hour and a half, I'm going to be starving. And what happens to me is, if I get hungry, I lose my patience. I can't focus. I get angry. I need to be fulfilled so I could work and focus and keep on doing my thing. So I've learned that the hard way. So 2 boiled eggs, some chicken or ham, perfect. There's my protein. Some water, and it was good to go. But then we moved locations. So now I work at City Square Mall. I've been there for 2 years. So
City Square Mall.
right at the edge between
It's near
Geylang
to
and Little India. We're on the
it's
edge.
near to Little India, right? City Square
Right.
Mall.
Yep. Farrer Park, MRT. So there we only have a fair price, and that fair price has the target market is local people. So forget about the salad. There goes that. So now, if I want a good salad, I will need to prepare that the night before, and then bring it with me to work the next day. So
Yeah.
I've done that very few times. I haven't done that often.
Do you take Asian food or
Not really.
predominantly Western food?
Not really. Asian food, it will be Thai food, Japanese food, Indian food sometimes. Right there, a little India, I go over so often. But again, if I eat Indian food, like the last time I ate for lunch Indian food, I ended up paying like $20, $18 to be exact. Thinking, oh gosh, I can't do this. I can do this once in a while, but I can't do this every day. So as far as Asian food, same thing. If you want good quality food, I think you told me about this in Mallorca. If you want good quality food, whether it's Asian or not, you're gonna be paying a good amount of money for that.
That's true. Even my lunch today, a salad with a piece of a good size salmon cost me $14.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, as compared to if you go to McDonald's, it's like $5.
$5. Today I paid $5.70 with GST.
Yep. Yep. But well, I guess I've come to a point where to realize that my health is worth a lot more. So
Yeah.
I have to bite the bullet unless I have time to prepare the food at home myself. but I was out the whole day today, so no
Sure.
chance.
I
Yeah,
think
but we
another
can.
example of as far as food and lunch, there is a place, a City Store Mall, a Citadel. So I go there maybe once a week if I can. But every time I go there, they have a special. You get your soup, so and it's very good, and you can get a wrap or a salad or a sandwich. I don't get
What
the
I get,
salad because the salad is too small and it doesn't have enough protein. I end up being hungry. So I get the sandwich, and the sandwich can be anywhere between beef pork with avocado, for example, on ciabatta bread, something like that. But overall, you can see there's good quality food and good quality ingredients.
I
And it's
tell
have
what,
an open kitchen and so forth. But
on Friday,
I end up paying like $12 or $13 without a drink. So if you want to drink, I don't drink any sodas. I don't drink Coca-Cola or Fanta, nothing like that. So if you want to drink, you end up getting a juice, and the juice is like $6. So I end up just getting plain old water, but I'm still spending $13. You see? So anyway, so we
yeah,
can talk about this for a long, long time. And since we live in the island, we know what the limitations are with food versus the objective of where we want to reach, which
yeah.
is
I
healthy
think
living.
I think to get the population to eat in a much more healthy way, that's really what we're trying to do now with WildFit. We're trying to push it out, and when there's demand, there will be supply. The reason why the food now is so crappy
Mm.
is because the general population pretty much condone to it without realizing that no, it's not benefiting them. So everybody is price
Yeah,
sensitive. Yeah, and when I was learning to be a hawker, I'm not sure whether if I've ever shared the story with you before. I
yeah,
actually
you
went
did,
to,
you did.
yeah, I was like horrible. I mean, the way they teach us to maximize profits, like, oh my God. But
Right.
what I'll do is I'll share with you. In fact, on Friday, the next time when we get onto the call, I'll go take some pictures of some snacks that are a lot healthier. They may not be the cheapest, but they are definitely healthy. And the good thing is because it's not the cheapest, you probably will not overeat on it. So I'll share some ideas with you for you to think about, and I probably will also share some recipes with you to make some snacks that you can bring to work.
Okay.
You don't have to do it
Sure.
every day. Yeah, but maybe it could be like a weekend or so. You do a batch, and then you can bring some to work, because that's what I do. I do a lot of
Sure.
snacks myself. Yeah, but then recently I found there are quite a few shops that are starting to bring in the healthier version. So now I won't call it the healthy version. The healthy version, the snacks that that I will consume now as compared to the ones that we used to have. I will share it with you the next time around. Let me go pull out some of the images.
Sure.
But this week you are not changing anything. So don't go looking for healthy snacks this week. Just focus on your
Okay.
cashew, focus on your cookies, and truly enjoy it and see how it makes you feel. The more it makes you feel
Okay.
awful, the more you have to continue with it until we tell you to stop.
Okay. We'll do. We'll do.
Okay? Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm glad that you're drinking your water. Keep that up. Yeah, and your breathing. Are you doing your breathing? Do you
Well,
have any difficulty
we
with the breathing?
the answer is yes. I'm doing the specific 555, but I just want to point out that since we do meditations every day at 5:40 in the morning, as you know, there is that breath in there. So it's right about the 555 as well. But yeah, I've added the 555 since yesterday, not today. Today again.
What I've done, this is for those of us who are practicing Dr. Joe's work. If you notice, 555 is a very basic breathing technique, but very effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for those of us who are accustomed to Dr. Joe's work and we are already doing our regular meditation and all, you can continue with that because Dr. Joe's breathing is a lot more advanced. but also a lot more time consuming. So what I do is
It is.
In between the meditation, let's say if I'm commuting, if I'm taking a shower, I'll do my 555 because it's very quick.
Right.
It's just like a minute or so, and there's no limit
Right.
to how often
As a matter of fact, that's
do
what I did today in the MRT.
Sorry?
Sorry, I was saying, as a matter of fact, that's what I did today. I was in the MRT and I did the 555. So yeah.
Yeah, do it as often as you have the chance to. There's no such thing as doing too much of it. In fact, it helps to communicate to our body that we're in a safe zone. There's no need for it to prepare for fight or flight. And only when our body feels safe, then it will be in the right state to be willing to proceed with the repair and the recovery work. So
That's right.
I because you were not on for the first few call, I didn't have a chance to ask you what kind of health goals are you trying to achieve?
What kind of health goals? So it could be a superficial, basic goal, but my first goal is to curtail all these cravings that I have for whatever reason that might be, whether it's anxiety or whatever, busy, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to stop those cravings because I know that if I stop those cravings, I will stop those empty calories. If I stop the empty calories, I will be within some sort of a much more natural range, and thus my body will be able to contextualize whatever fat I already have, and I'll be able to slim down. Then I can add on the working out, and it's due time. That's my objective. So I've always eaten very healthy. I don't like to eat fast food. Like I told you, I don't even drink Coca-Cola. I stopped doing that since I was 17 years old, and I'm gonna be 47 in a couple of like in a couple of days. I'm gonna be 47 years old. So as you can see, I've always been very, very healthy and conscious. You see, my grandfather, when he was in his 80s, he was quite sick. He was pretty all right until a specific year. And when that year came through, his health went like this. And he had to live with us for quite some time. So it was very sad. I still remember, I was a teenager, so I was not that young. And I could clearly remember how he was prostrated in a bed. He needed a nurse to help him out to even wash himself. And he was a very proud man, and he was very strong, and you name it. So to see him as a little kid like that, and then as a teenager to be so down, and to see the impact that his illnesses took upon my family and siblings and so forth, he was like that for a number of years, like 6 or 7 years, until he passed on. So I've always said, I don't want that. I don't want, if I die tomorrow, that's fine, perfectly fine. However, if I don't, I want a good, healthy quality of life. And that comes with nutrition and working out, meditation now, and lots of different factors that makes a whole, right? But health is, nutrition is part of that healthy living, the quality of living. Does that make sense?
Consider it done. Whatever you want to achieve is super achievable.
Excellent.
All right.
So, all right.
So yeah, consider that done. That is, in my opinion, easy. Been there, done that. We have done it so many times with so many people. It's
Excellent.
definitely achievable. All right. And then it's good because the reason why I want you to think about it, because these are the goals that it's going to hold you accountable when the goings get a little bit tough. It's like when you're training for a competition, and your coach will just nudge you a bit more and say, don't give up, just go for it. You may be swearing at him for pushing you, but it will help you take the extra step. And all these accountability factors will help you to push you through to achieve your goals.
Good.
to stop the cravings and all, right? But to me, your short-term goal, your 5 years, 10 years goal, these are milestones that will keep you on track. You need to plan further. That's the reason why I ask you, what is your goal 60 years from now? What do you vision yourself to do? How do you imagine yourself? Do you imagine yourself like your grandpa or something else?
Absolutely not. So I can answer that right now because I've already thought about it. It's in my, it's not in my mind movie, but I have a little booklet where I've written this stuff down. So what I want is a good quality of life where if I'm able to be 82, 85, 87 years old and I can run marathons and I can go climbing glaciers and going up the mountains, that's my goal. So it's not just riding my bicycle with grandkids. It's so much more than that. So much more than that. See, my benchmarks are high. When I see people doing their Hawaii Ironman and they're 72, 77, 82 years old, I want to be part of those. That's my goal.
You're on the right program, man.
Okay.
Because that's what we've been telling people. If you notice, you're familiar with the bell curve.
Yes.
You notice that a lot of people will strive to be away from the bottom 5%. They work really hard and push themselves into the mass majority, the average population. And then they say, okay, no, I'm like everybody else. I'm good. I'm average. And most people are just happy staying there. The main objective is I do not want to be at the bottom 5%. But a lot of us forgot that at the other spectrum, there's a top 5%. And the top 5% are the ones that are surfing and climbing the mountains at the age of 80, 90.
Yep.
And they're not on medication. They're not on wheelchair and whatnot. Why can't we strive to be the top 5%? Push ourselves out of the bell curve.
Because it's hard. Because people rather watch TV. I mean, something so simple like the taboo of using wheelchairs. It's not common for anybody here in Singapore to be by themselves in a wheelchair. They usually have some sort of a helper, whether it's an aunt, whether it's a cousin, sibling, somebody's pushing them. So if your heartbeat needs to be fast to get some sort of cardiovascular movement going on, and you cannot walk, then the least you could do is push your own chair, right? So what do we do here in Singapore? Instead of allowing the handicapped people to push themselves to get the cardio going, because the only physical activity they can get, instead of allowing them to do it, we just say, no, it's okay, because we think they're weak. So we push the chair for them on their behalf. So it's a taboo here in Asia when it comes to handicapped people. But going back to what you said, I think that if everybody wanted to do that, the truth of the matter is that it would be a lot of work, and people don't want to do that, right?
Well, I think what happened is a lot of people didn't realize that they can do it. The self-limiting mindset that this is my norm, this is what I should be. The mold that they fit themselves in. If I'm retired, this is how I should behave. If I'm 90, this is how I should behave. This is what I should be doing. This is what I should be eating.
Yes.
And so they condition themselves to deteriorate. But if you aim to be in the top 5% and you work towards it, then you can actually achieve that. If you look at the ones that are climbing mountains at the age of 90 years old, it doesn't happen overnight. They plan way in advance. They take really good care of the body, so much so that when they're 90, they're still in the peak.
Right.
And that is what we're going to do. That is what we're trying to show people, that this is what you can do. So when you have that vision in mind, you know that 60 years later, I'm going to be climbing the mountains. Whatever decision you make now, you'll be thinking, is this going to help me achieve my goal? If it does, then good. If it doesn't, I probably won't want to do it. So So that's the reason why I needed you to do that. That is something that I'll remind you every now and then. You want your mountain? This is what you do.
Okay, fair enough.
Right?
I'll hold you to it.
So for now, you just stick to the program because we have, based on experience, based on our statistics record, the ones that get the most results, long-lasting, effective results, are the ones that really stick to the program and follow it to the core. Even though it doesn't make sense to them at that point in time. Because sometimes if you're familiar with the slimming, the healthcare, wellness industry, you will notice that a lot of things that we're telling you to do is very counterintuitive, such as asking you to go for your Subway cookie now instead of counting your calories.
Right.
It's not something that you will hear from traditional slimming program. But for us, because we don't market ourselves as a slimming program, we are a health program. We are focused on shifting on your lifestyle changes. WildFit is not a diet that you put on and off because you want to achieve certain objective. I want to attend a wedding and I want to look good, therefore I go on a diet. No, that's not what we are here for. We're here to change your life. It's a lifestyle shift. It's permanent for good. All right, so that's why for now you just stick to it. Just do your homework, be the investigator, be the observer, and really write down whatever emotions, whatever, what were you doing before, during, after. You will find that very helpful towards the later part of the program.
Okay, will do.
Good.
All right, Dean.
Yeah, meanwhile, just enjoy your cookies. You can share with Valerie what you're doing. Is she aware? Did she watch the video with you?
She wasn't able to, but of course she is the one that ended up purchasing the book. So when the email came through, it came to her email address and she forwarded it to me. So I'm doing the operation. As a matter of fact, just for the record, I'm using her Facebook account so I will get all the rest of the, because it was a lot easier instead of me going to create a Facebook account. I tried doing it. I honestly today, but it was asking me for a longer name. For this, I'm like, whatever. I don't have time for this. Next, so I just decided to use Facebook.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine to use Facebook because I know the two of you. In fact, Valerie can always watch with you. If you want, she can come on and just sit together with you and come on to a live call. I'm fine. Yeah, she doesn't have to be following what you're doing, but she, it's good if she wants to just come on and just support you along the way. And yeah, you don't have to change her. You don't have to get her to change, because we always tell people that we lead by example. We don't preach. We don't tell people, no, this is what you should do. We just lead by example. When they see the effect in you, naturally they want to be. They want to follow. Yeah. Right. So if she's tired, she's resting, so be it. But if she wants to come on the call with you, or if she wants to watch the video with you, by all means, have fun together. Okay. Maybe when she sees the cookie, that looks nice. Maybe. And you can tell her, Dean said I can have the cookie.
All right, Dean, I'm going to have to let you go. I'm looking at the time. I still got some emails to answer and it's still working. So I'll let you go and I'll see you at the same time on Friday, correct?
Yep, sure. No issue. And meanwhile, if you have any questions or any clarification and whatnot, put it in the Facebook. Okay. And I'll reply to you from there. Okay. And if I have any information to share, recipes to share, I'll put it in the Facebook. So check your Facebook regularly, or you can ask Valeria to check for you.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
See you later.
Good. All right. Thank you. Care.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Jevin. Are you alone?
Yeah.
Karina around?
Karina, she's too busy lah.
Oh, okay. Then she have to watch the recording, Yeah. Sorry, yeah, because the other guy came in at 10 o'clock, so I went ahead first. How was your last 2 days?
Okay lah, because the stomach doesn't feel very well this past 2 days lah, so I've been eating very little. But of course,
your stomach don't feel very well.
Yeah, because the past before the family constellation, I was admitted to hospital for gastric problems lah. So yeah, so on and off I would still feel the effects of it and stuff. Just have to endure lah. Yeah. So
Okay.
like today I only ate a bit of porridge and it's like 5-6 miles per day. Then the past yesterday ate a bit of didn't eat a lot as well.
A bit of the what?
Yesterday I didn't eat a lot as well. I only ate like home cooked food but it was quite oily, so I got turned off and I didn't want to eat it.
Okay. All right. Sounds like your gut flora is actually quite weak.
At the moment,
So you're having all your gastric issues and all. It will take time for you to fix it.
yeah.
Right, but it can be fixed. Just that this week will be a bit tough for you because this week you are supposed to be eating as per normal.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're not feeling unwell, you will be eating all kinds of junk food. But because you're eating, your tummy is not feeling too good, you are pretty much forced to eat in a much more bland way, or even not eat. Yeah, because that's how our body naturally does its repairing. When we eat, right, digestion takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So when the body don't feel good, naturally your appetite will be affected because it doesn't want you to eat. It doesn't want to use the energy to go and do all the digestion and processing. It wants to focus on doing its repair work. That's why at this stage it's natural for you to don't feel like eating. But have you been drinking your water?
You don't have the time now. I'm stuck in the lab.
Huh?
I've been stuck in the lab for 8 hours. So 6 to 8 hours. So yeah.
Today, yeah. Your gastric, you didn't manage to get MC for it?
I scared to keep getting MC because my previous after I have like 14 days. I got 14 days of MC due to my gastric already. But of course 10 days was due to hospitalization MC lah. So was that. But sometimes you feel you also don't want to like keep using that. I scared that my boss might think it as an excuse lah.
You went to a GP or you went to a government polyclinic or hospital?
The first 2 times I went to GP first because it's just outside my house. So go to the nearest one. I didn't bother to go like purposely going to a polyclinic or anywhere. Then after that, the GP was the one that sent me to the hospital, which is a government hospital.
Okay.
Then,
so your MC is from
GP and government hospital lah. GP was because it was closest to my house. Then government hospital was because likewise again it was closest to my house, so I just go to that hospital lah.
Can I ask you, your lab, is it a privately run one or state run? As in, is it a private company or is it like run by the state, like the national lab or what?
Our grants are from government related.
Okay. Is it something like a step board, or purely private?
Consider more step board, because my lab is in NUS.
Okay, good.
Then,
the reason why I ask is because if you are in a step board or government agency, then you do not need to worry about having too much MC, especially if your MC is issued by government hospital or polyclinic. You are protected by the law on that. That's number one. So if your body needs to rest, then take it. Because, put it this way. How old are you now?
31.
30, 35, 38?
31. I'm not.
31, okay. 31, right? You have many more years to go.
Yes.
Okay? I'm going to be brutal to you. You have gastric. If you don't take care of yourself now, you develop stomach ulcer, and other forms of growth. You will be out of action for a much longer period. And the government, your company, will just pay you a sum of money, ask you to leave. Because they say they need someone to fill out your spot. You may have some money, but you will not have your health. Whatever amount of money they give you, it's not going to take you, it's not going to compensate for the sacrifice that you make for the company. On the contrary, it's your family that is going to have to live with your health condition, including yourself. So you need to think about it.
Hello.
If naturally you produce better quality work, you will be heavily sought after by different companies. Your career will be smoother, brighter. If your health is not is holding you back, then eventually it's going to affect your career also. So I see your concern that if I take a lot of MC now, my boss will think that I'm choking, and won't think too highly of me. Yes, in the short term that could be the case, but it also means that is not a very good boss. If the boss is not empathetic towards your condition, especially if you give government MC. For you now, if it's just gastric issue, it's still considered mild as compared to ulcers and tumor growth and all. But it can escalate. How you manage it at this point in time will decide whether it gets better or get worse. The reason why you're having all your gastric issue is because your gut health is not good to begin with. That's the reason why you and plus the condition of your work is probably very demanding. So that's why you're having a lot of issues now. So if you rest it, you give it time to fix itself, you'll be all right. It's like if you sprain your ankle, and then if you rest it, after a while you will be able to continue running and all, right? But if you don't rest it, you keep pushing it despite having a busted ankle, you tend to aggravate it, and you may risk causing more injury, like a hairline fracture or what. It's the same concept, right? And because you're having gastric now, you don't have the energy to eat and all. That's understandable. But having some water in your body actually helps to flush out the toxin and helps to speed up recovery. So the fact that you're going to work and being stuck in the lab for 8 hours, not having access to water because by virtue of your job is not safe for you to drink water there, you're actually slowing down the recovery of your body. So you need to think about where are you going to draw the line? Are you going to give your body a bit more chance to focus on doing its repair work, or are you going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing? Because we are like the master of our body. Our body is like a huge company, and we are the CEO. So if we keep pushing them when they're telling you your gastric is your body telling you that we need a break, we need time to do some emergency work. If you don't listen to it, you keep pushing it will eventually break. And we all know that a slave driver is not a good boss. So if you keep pushing your body when it's trying to tell you that you need to give me some time, you're being a slave driver to your body, not a good boss to your body. But you're young now, so you don't really see it. But 60 years from now, you will feel it. And you can't turn back the clock. Think about your 60 years goal. Where do you want to achieve? Is your company going to be there for you? If you have a vision, you want to start your own company, you want to run your own lab, you need to have the energy, the body to do it, the health to do it. Right? You do very well for your company there. Yeah, okay, maybe you get bonus and all. It's still someone else's company. You slow and then you eventually break down. Okay, you have a lot of money, but the money goes to healthcare. Will you be in a position to pursue your dreams? Maybe have your own lab, run your own experiment, hire your own tech to do whatever you want to do. If you want to, let's say for example, if that is your dream, then how are you going to achieve it? Besides the money, you probably need to have clarity of mind. You probably need to have your health for you to be able to go to the lab and tell people what you want them to do, right? Think about it. Can?
Can.
Do you say something?
Can. Sorry. Yeah, can.
Yeah. So, but I know it's tough for you now. So what you can do is you'll try and hopefully when your body recover, as far as possible, if you can, try and eat normally. And if not, then just do the best that you can. Continue to pay attention to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Very
Okay.
loud and clear.
Yeah, I can, because the planes is a bit noisy. I'm not in the house today, so it's a bit noisy. I was afraid you can't hear me. Continue to pay attention to your dialogue. Like, for example, when you need to drink your water, right? And then your dialogue is probably your devil saying you can't. You need to get to work. You have data to meet. You have quotas to meet. You have deadlines to meet. You don't have the time. Don't. I mean, your angel may be telling you, Kevin, we need to get some water. And your devil is saying, no, you cannot. So those are the dialogue. The dialogue may or may not be about food. It could be, even about you not going to get some food. So you have to pay attention to it to hear what it says. If it tells you not to do something, what reason they give you? If not for you to not eat or drink certain things, and what reasons they give you to get you to eat or drink certain things. So you basically have two salesperson on you, trying to pitch to you, trying to get you to buy into whatever they have to say. And all you need to do this week is to listen to what they have to say. And under all circumstances, is always your devil that's going to win. Because for this week, Eric and myself is on the devil's side. We want the devil to win. It's a bit kelong. So your angel is always going to lose. But that doesn't mean that you don't pay attention to what your angel is trying to say. So you just write down whatever that the dialogue that's going on. Try and drink more water if you can. Try, even if it's bit by bit, whenever you have the opportunity to. If you have to work, then no choice. But if you're feeling unwell, really consider letting your body rest, and then at the same time you can hydrate. Okay, yeah, that will help. But when you're in the lab, you can do your breathing, right?
Yeah.
Have you been able to do your breathing for the past few days?
On and off, not consistently. But on and off, not consistently, but I do. Sometimes during the night,
Okay. At least twice, morning and night.
Yes.
Okay. So inconsistent because you were busy and you forgot, or what was the reason?
Morning at time rushing to work so very didn't really do it. But at night that time, then I would be more. I would do it more because at night at time is where after I finish my work and stuff, then I would have a breathing space and then I would settle most of it in the time.
So at night when you're more relaxed, when you feel more safe, so you breathe.
Yeah.
And then daytime you're rushing to go to work, so you often forget, is it?
Yeah. Sometimes on the bus, but it's not. I don't feel conducive enough It's just like don't really do those kind of things outside.
But nobody knows that you're breathing.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's a mindset thing.
Okay, try and do it more often. Even like when you're showering or when you're walking, you can do that even when you're showering or when you're walking. The breathing is important because when you breathe this way, you're telling your body that you're in a safe environment, that your body do not need to prepare to fight or flight. So remember I shared with you about, if you're busy preparing for war, you won't have time to go and clean up your house. Yeah, so when your body gets the message that everything is all right because you're breathing slowly, the body will say, okay, in that case, maybe I can focus on trying to fix your gut flora, trying to fix your your digestive organs, so that you are in a better position to cope. So it actually helps to speed up on the recovery, the breathing and the water. Besides all the food and all the medication, breathing and drinking water actually helps. So do it as often as you can. It's one of the most natural way. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what you can also do is have you heard of the placebo effect?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you familiar with it, the concept, the theory? Okay. So our brain is the
Yeah.
you say something?
No.
Yeah. Now I'll say our brain is the biggest pharmaceutical company.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you tell your brain that you're gonna be better, okay, the breathing and the water, you're gonna be better with it, you will get better. Your brain actually releases the chemicals, the chemical drugs to help your body cope better. So consciously tell your body that I'm going to be healed. Okay, what you can do, if you have watched the experiment, what some people do is they take a pill and they tell themselves that this pill is going to help me feel better. And over time, it actually works. But for you, you don't have to take the pill. Okay, you can just drink your water or do your breathing. Do your breathing and tell your body that, everything is safe, can start to fix, whatever it needs to do. And you will notice that you will actually give yourself a bit more time, you will get better. Along the way, if I have a chance, I will share some meditation techniques with you that can actually help speed it up. But the two most basic is your breathing and your water. Try and put that in. Okay, you really can't do the water, at least the breathing. No excuse on that.
Okay.
Can?
Can.
Okay. For Corinne, any feedback from her? Anything so far?
Hers
Did she share with you?
she's doing her work she's around, but she's doing her work so I don't want to disturb her.
Okay.
And hers she eating and going out with friends eating junk food.
Do you ask her what is a dialogue?
Dialogue never
Did she share with you?
never tell me anything about a dialogue. At least not yet.
You know what? You know the Facebook, right? Have
Yeah.
you been watching it? Some of the participants are very
Yeah.
more you are more aware of what's going on, how your body tries to communicate with you, how your brain tries to sell you certain things, and you will actually notice that your dialogue may be unique, but at the same time similarity. When you read someone's dialogue, it's like, hey, I also got that. It also happened to me before. Yeah, if you go and read, it's actually very fun. I always enjoy reading dialogues. Put in your own, and that will also encourage Corinne to do that also. So because I don't see you guys every day, and the call is only 1 hour, so use the Facebook to put your questions, your observations, and I can reply from there. Keep the conversation going. That will be how you can make the best out of this program and have the greatest take back. Can? Young people got no excuse about not using Facebook.
Seldom use but I on and off of it.
Yeah. It's well, we use Facebook not for fun, but for a very specific purpose, because we are building a community, and this community is the community that is going to support you on your journey. Yeah, and you will find this community very useful. Trust me. All right.
Yep.
Can?
Can.
Okay. Have you had a chance to watch today's video?
Actually, I couldn't log into the video itself, so I'm trying to get like Karin's phone to go and see the videos.
Oh, but you managed to watch the last two videos?
No, the first video I clicked it said need to log in.
Do you receive the email, the welcome email that give you your user ID and your password?
That one, I went to search for it. I don't know whether that one is the one or not. So I'll go and do it. I'll go and try again.
Yeah, you search for WildFit. I think it's called WildFit support or WildFit. But there is a welcome email from WildFit, not the one sent by me. The one sent by me is my company email. Is different. But there's one by WildFit HQ that will, if you read the content of email, very specifically says your username, your password. Username is usually your email address. Yeah, so use that and you should be able to log in. If you have difficulty logging in, or if you have difficulty finding the email or what you didn't receive, or whatever reason, let me know so I can get in touch with them and find out what's going on. Ask them to resend you or something.
Okay.
Can?
Can.
Yeah, if you didn't receive the email, must tell me.
Okay.
Okay, so let me know whether if you managed to watch the videos. The videos is, I mean, the gist of it I will have shared with you. But it's good to watch the video because it's very entertaining and it has a lot of information about, a lot of elaboration on the concepts, you know. So you watch already, if you have clarification on what, you can still get back to me, no issue. Okay? Yeah,
Can.
so let me know lah. Let me know whether you manage to find the email or not. All right?
Okay. Your site
Okay.
having thunder again.
Yeah, I suspect it's going to be raining soon. You can see the lightning in the background, right?
I can see the lightning.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to rain tonight, which is good because it has been rather warm.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me or anything that you want to clarify?
No, I mean, because the photo, that one, I thought of what I wanted, but I've not had the time to really go and send it online. So yeah, yes.
The photo for what?
The one that what am I going to do in ATS time?
Yes. Your vision board.
Yeah, visual board.
You have vision. You thought about it, but
Thought about it. It's
but
basically
you have not.
more towards hiking trails, but more in the overseas kind of trails. The Singapore one is too warm, and second, nothing much to see. You have been in this country for so long that it's like, it's still the same thing.
Yeah, sometimes even my clients in Switzerland, we say, wow, your snow-capped mountain so nice. They say, yeah, we see it there until sometimes we forget that it's nice.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. So you would see yourself 80 years from now and going to hike up a mountain or something?
Hike on the mountain or any of the trails up the
Okay.
mountain, be it the small one or the big one. Then if possible, I mean, the area allows it, then camp overnight, having set up fire, just all the outdoor stuff that I'm quite interested in.
Have you thought of which mountain you want to go to? Everest, Kilimanjaro?
Everest, I would not want to go all the way up. I just think that the base camp, the first base camp will be good enough, because you need a lot of training, and the gears that you need is expensive. You need at least 3K to buy all the gears that you need to climb.
You can rent, or you can join those expedition where they provide the gears.
Yeah, but it's not your own, you see. Then after that, and sometimes when it's not your own items, you don't know whether it's well maintained or not. And a lot of times when you rent some of the items, you also know that, wow, you cannot make it one. Then after you use already, you feel like, wow, why so cui one? Why this one got break a bit, or that side or what got problems. This is the bad part about renting. So usually because I do scouting, and as I said, so all my gears, majority of it, I have it on my own. I don't I rent it from my unit, the logistics over there, but after some time, I noticed that renting it over there, because my boys don't know how to take care of the items, then it's kind of painful to go and rent those. Then after that, when you use it, the time you notice, wow, this one break, that one break, need to go and mend. Then you need to
Sad.
keep constantly go and do all the touch up and everything. Then my own gear, because it's my own gear, I have to take responsibility and ownership to it. So it's I'll always ensure that at least it's somewhat clean, at least it's definitely functionable and no problems whatsoever. And then you can just go around. So
So
that is why it's not that I don't want to rent, but unless the tools are good or the equipment that they have is actually in good quality, or else I don't feel like renting. Or
that's true. So nothing beats having your own, right? Especially if you are avid, climber and all. So
and
the only reason why you're willing to settle for base camp and not go to the peak is because of cost.
not only that because I have some asthma, so if I'm not sure whether if I climb too high up that time my body can take it or not. Yes, we can train, but your asthma has caused the lungs to actually not be able to absorb as much oxygen as we would like it to be. And furthermore, got genetic issues, which is my G6PD lah. So what it happens is that it cause if I take beans or anything high in the particular sugar itself, my body breaks down my my red blood cells faster. So it caused me to be anemic. Then when I'm anemic, cannot work, I cannot move that fast. That's why I know after a while, you know your physical limit, whereby you can push to very close to the top, but you should never reach the top because your body, like genetic wise, it's holding you back already. Then you don't want to risk it. Just
That is your old body. What if you don't have all this condition?
if you have those conditions,
Would you still want to go to the top?
to see whether I can reach the top or not. I know
Would you still want to go to the top?
Mount Everest is not an easy mountain. So
Yeah, but would you still want to go to the top if you don't have all this condition?
Why
Would
not?
you like to go to the top?
Like you can get to
Why
see,
not, right?
get to see the world. Yeah.
What if I tell you genetic, right, can be changed? You can be born with a condition, but have you heard of neuroplasticity?
Yes.
You can reprogram and regenerate new genes, new cells, and reverse a condition that you may be born with.
But
You
it's
can actually change a condition. Have you
correct.
heard of that?
I heard of that, but I don't. So far from what I read, is that the change will not be 100% change. It can improve by maybe 50%, 60%, but it's usually of at least till now that the articles that I've read has not reached to 100%. That means totally absence of it. It will reduce it to a certain degree. That one I agree to that, but it should not say it is not possible at all, but at least in literature wise, I've not read until the point whereby it's 100% change.
That's the reason why we don't depend on just one technique. We use multiple techniques. So you use nutrition to reverse a lot of the physical health condition. Wait, my phone suddenly give me a software update. What the hell? So nutrition will help to do a lot of repair works, fix the physical body. On top of that, you supplement it with meditation that promotes neuroplasticity and all. So it's what we call one foot in the 3D, one foot in the quantum view. So you combine both together, you can actually undo a lot of things and create a lot of new possibilities. As we progress, I will share more with you on how we can go about that. But we do it step by step. We fix the physical body first, and then we can work on sharing with you how to recreate a lot of new possibilities. But what I want you to do now is, yes, we have been told, no, you have a health condition, you're born with this. That's exactly what happened to me. I had childhood
You have what?
created by me. Have you heard of the story of the elephant in the circus?
Mm.
I
No?
don't think you guys have watched an elephant in the circus. What they used to do is because they have the capture elephant, right? They capture
Yeah.
the elephant since young, and then they tie the elephant with a rope, just peg it to the floor. So the elephant, like a dog like that, will not wander around. And then over the years, the elephant grew to know how big an elephant is, right? The peg with the rope is still the same kind of rope, it's still the same kind of peg. Then when the elephant was young, the elephant couldn't break free. So because it has been trying to break free, it never managed to break free. It kind of gave up. It got conditioned that as long as I have this rope around my leg, I will be stuck here. So much so that when it became a full-grown elephant, it could just easily just walk off, but it never did because it thinks that it has that rope around it and it's confined, which is what a lot of us are doing. So once we get out, then we realize that, hey, the possibility is so much there. So what I want you to do is don't close your mind yet. No doubt, yes, this is what everybody is telling you. You have a condition now. At this moment, whatever you want to have doesn't seem achievable. It seems like it's impossible. But that doesn't mean that it's impossible. Keep your mind open to any possibilities. There will be people around you that will put you down and tell you, say it's not going to happen. Don't daydream. If you're passionate about it, go towards people that will support your dreams and keep an open mind. Because if you tell yourself it's not going to happen, it will not happen, full stop. But as long as you keep an open mind, the possibilities are there. You never know. Because we tell ourselves it's possible, it is possible, it will happen. I've seen it happen. It has happened in my life too. It will happen in yours too. I haven't climbed a mountain yet, but I'm already doing a lot of things that I never ever thought I'll be doing. All right, so stay positive.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Good.
Okay, any more things that you want to share with me?
Not at the moment.
Not a moment. Okay. There's always Facebook. If not, then I'll see you on Friday. Same time, 10 p.m.
Can.
Okay. Then
Okay.
okay, then I will let you go rest. Won't keep you up. Just remember to do your homework, okay?
Can.
Yeah. One more. I have a homework for you. Additional homework. You got back already. I want you to think about your belief system.
What do you mean by belief system?
Belief system meaning what molds you, what causes you to behave in a certain way. Belief system is usually what affects our decision making. Like, for example, some people believe that if I have a birthday, I must have a cake. If I don't have a cake, it doesn't feel like a birthday. Or I believe that if I like, for example, just like you're saying, if I take MC, your boss is going to think very badly of you. That's a belief system. How did this belief system come about? Was it because someone communicated with you? Was it because when you were young, you heard people talking about it, or you witnessed situations, or you experienced an incident that helps you form all this belief? So think about it. In terms of food, in terms of life, it's the same. What's your belief system? And once you identify the belief system, look at, is it affecting, how does it affect you now? How well did this belief system serve you? Is it holding you back from growing, or is it propelling you forward? So how relevant is this particular belief system that you have? We all form belief system as we grow older. When we were a newborn baby, we don't have. Belief system is what is being downloaded to us by the environment, by people around us. But we need to every now and then review it to see whether it is still relevant. Does it still serve your need to help you grow as an individual? So can you think about that?
Yeah.
And then share with me on Friday, or better still, if you can share. If you have it early, let me know in Facebook.
Okay.
We have a discussion. I will ask the rest of the group also.
Can.
Okay?
Can.
Can?
Yeah.
Okay, then I shall let you go rest and
Yes.
think about it. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.